Okay, so we are on our way to Coles because I need ingredients to be able to cook the thing. That's typically how cooking works, right? Have ingredients, right? I still don't have whisks. Whisks are important, right? What do you? I don't need that. I need a whisk. So, I don't know. Okay, so my plan for this is the custard for the profiteroles has to be like cold before I put it into the like the little ball things. So if I make the custard first, then it's got enough time to cool down. So then while that's cooling down, I make the pastry. So then while that cools down, the custard. Damn it. Too many things have to cool down for this to happen. Because like I did watch a Masterchef video to be like, okay, how do I do this? And it was very, very, very intimidating. So of course I'm gonna do it because like I can do anything except for fly. Okay, so the custard, then pastry, then fill, then the caramel, and stack them. That's the point. I don't know how to cook. The only thing I can cook is a toasted cheese sandwich, and that's because there's 3 ingredients: bread, cheese, and butter. This has like 20 ingredients. I had to halve the recipe. You need like 30 eggs to make this otherwise, so I had to halve the... I'm not getting 30 eggs. 30 eggs. Apparently it takes like a chicken like 2 days to lay a singular egg, so that means that like it would have either taken 30 chickens or it would have taken 1 chicken 60 days. Alright, so necessary stuff in the fridge, like milk, but the butter needs to soften, so now I just gotta get out the big guns. This bad boy is older than me. I don't specifically know what most of the stuff is for. I think that's just for general mixing, and then that's for dough. Okay, I'll need that. I'm making dough. And then this is a whisk, but the thing kind of broke when I was younger. Whoever used this last did not clean it. Okay, so perfect, that bad boy set up, and then like every professional chef, of course I have to have the correct Italian. So I have my apron. I really think this goes with my Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine, I'm gonna rage against that machine. And then of course, like every good pastry chef, I have my hat. I actually don't know how to use this oven. Do I go with that one or eco? Both of these have fans. But what's the difference between eco and that one? Is it just that this one is better for the environment? I don't really feel like killing animals and stuff today. So we're gonna go eco and hope that the recipe is eco-friendly. Otherwise, if it isn't, don't make a Croquembouche because it's gonna kill pandas. Okay, so plan. We're gonna start with the, is it custard? No, creme patisserie. Did I say that right?
Yeah, it was fine.
I'm gonna make the cream patisserie.
Jesus Christ.
So I need milk, vanilla bean seeds. Okay.
You gotta split the vanilla beans, right?
I gotta split the vanilla beans. Is it technically a vegetable? Because that's the green tray. Oh, that's fancy. Wait, it says 2 whole pods, but there's 4. Like, am I counting wrong? There's 4. How much does the recipe need? 2 vanilla beans. So I only need 1?
But people on the internet said never halve vanilla. So you do the whole amount of vanilla, but halve everything else.
But it's gonna be so vanilla-y. It's only the first step!
I don't know, man. I'm just listening to strangers on the internet. What do you want from me?
Okay, so the recipe says 2 vanilla beans, and then this says pure vanilla beans, single origin, 2 whole pods. There's 4 in the container, so I'm gonna use 2 because the recipe says 2, but this says 2, but there's 4, so I'm guessing that 2 is actually 1, so then if we mix that all together, it kind of makes sense for at least one of the things. So now that I've gone through that mathematical equation, how do I cut this? I hope that Sorted Food doesn't see me doing this. I cut this in half, and then...
Be honest.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're doing?
No. I think I do know what I'm doing. That looks right. Look, it doesn't look incorrect, but it looks possibly correct. And then stir the milk, the vanilla beans and seeds in a large base saucepan Dutch oven. It's a Dutch oven.
I know what one kind of Dutch oven is.
Not that kind of Dutch oven. Would this be a Dutch oven? What's a Dutch oven?
Wait, you're gonna put the milk and the beans in that? That's huge.
Well, it says large wide base saucepan. That's large and wide.
It's not a saucepan.
It's a pot.
Wait, how much milk do we need for this?
1.7 liters.
I'm lactose intolerant.
The whole recipe for the cream patisserie can't just be like milk and beans. Gradually whisk half the hot milk into the egg mix. Is that gonna cook the egg? Okay, so just, you know, I've seen this on so many videos. Nailed it! Oh, now that's on the ground. One down, rest of the carton to go. This is, going so well. Got cocky. Got cocky. Last one. That didn't do anything. Cool, looks good. Yeah! Measuring I can do. Whisk yolks, sugar, corn flour in a bowl until thick and pale. Oh, I hate that. We're gonna add in some, and then we're gonna whisk. Right, yeah.
Got hit on the eye.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, sorry. It's on my eyebrow, I got some yolk.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm supposed to mix in the beanie milk when it's warm into this stuff, but this has taken me like 20 minutes to do, and then the beanie milk would be cold. So I've done this first, right? So that's half a litre. Oh, it's simmering already. Now the beans. That was a bad idea. This doesn't look okay. There's gonna be some sort of baker looking at this being like, no! Okay, so I think this is like near boiling, but now I've got to mix half of this into that and then put this all into that. So I think I should have gone for that one now that I read the recipe a bit further. But I don't want to cook the egg. Like, isn't this gonna cook the egg? This is gonna go so badly. That wasn't gradually. And then we're just gonna, I should have gotten a bigger saucepan. Why do I do this to myself? No one asked for the 24-hour prom dress. No one asked me to make a croquembouche, and yet I'm still doing it. I always see people like talking about how their custard split or whatever. I don't know at what point something's split and at what point something's done.
It smells good.
It smells, so
yeah,
stop.
I think so.
I pour into this to rapidly cool, and then I have no idea if this is correct. I may have just made some fancy freaking scrambled egg. Cover the surface of the custard with a sheet of baking paper. I don't know whose this is, but we have it. Okay, so the creme patisserie is in the fridge cooling. Hopefully it isn't scrambled egg, but we're not going to know it until it's cool. So I'm going to start working on the pastry. So I need 265 grams of plain flour. I really hope that this is, it says plain flour, but I don't trust my sister to like put plain flour in it. She would probably just see flour and then be like, tell for anything is also a kind of flour. That was too much. That was a bad idea. Measuring I can do. We're gonna measure out the sugar. Wait. I halved the recipe. Alright, and then we need butter. How much? 400 grams! Oh wait, no, it'll be 200. We're fine. So we're just gonna... Ooh, that is soft. Okay, so that's the butter. I think I let that melt. I know. So when I started this project, I was like, man, I'm on top of this. I'm gonna smash this. I'm gonna defy the expectations. Gordon Ramsay is gonna be calling me, being like, hey, who are you? Where'd you come from? How'd you learn how to do this? And I'm gonna be like, hey, everything's cool, we chill. But at the moment, my stress levels are at an all-time high. It's taking a long, long time to boil. I'm already boiled. Oh. That's a boil. So then I gotta take this off the heat and mix in the flour. Beat the flour quickly.
Smells like scrambled eggs.
No, there isn't even egg in it! I'm actually scared for everyone who is gonna eat the finished product of this. If anyone gets food poisoning, not my fault. You're the one that chose to eat it. I ain't forcing this into anyone's mouths. Except brother.
Shoot. Well, if I'm gonna die young.
So I got this in the bowl and I've had it mixing so that it can release some heat so that we don't scramble some eggs in this. I don't know what I'm doing! Okay, so it's fine. We're gonna crack it in and then we mix. Beat until thick and glossy. I'm sorry. but she thick with 5 C's and she is glass. Now I have to do the base and get this bad boy piped. This looks like piping stuff, but also this looks grotty. I don't know if this is right, but I got the bag and I got a nozzle and I got the nozzle inside the bag and then I go around my hand and I got this spatula. I'm gonna try and pipe it. Oh, she's so thick. I done such a good job. I'm gonna go around. That doesn't look right. They all kind of look like beige turds. I hope this isn't foreshadowing that this is going to taste like ass. They're all different sizes. But beauty comes in all different sizes. And I really wanted to show that when it came to my profiteroles. Didn't do it like this because I don't know what I'm doing. I did it as a statement. Alright, and these are gonna be in there for 25 to 30 minutes. So I'll put the timer on the 15. I'll come back and check them, and then I'll leave them in for an extra 10 to 30. 10 to 15. Mathematics. We're just gonna check on them because the timer went. Oh! Oh, maybe we should taste test the custard because that's probably cold now. I'm so nervous. Okay, cheers. Hopefully it doesn't taste like egg. I don't taste egg. That tastes like custard. I'm amazing! Alright, so from my professional deductions, this one looks really good. Most of those look really, really good, but a few of them are kind of flat. And I tore one apart before just to double check it, and the dough on the inside of some of them is raw. So I'm gonna have to stick some of these back in the oven. So I don't know if that's gonna work. Pastry's not going well. Last tray though. So I figured out what I did wrong with the first 4 trays of profiteroles, because you look at these bad boys, I left them in the oven a bit too long, but still, these bad boys are puffy. The issue is that these bad boys are kind of flat. I think because I literally made them too big. So if you want to hire me to make a profiterole tower, I know exactly what I'm doing now. But now that that's done, I can fill them. This is easily where it could go really, really wrong. So I need another piping bag. So I guess I just put it in the piping bag and just pipe it, right? Stab it and then fill it up. Oh no, it's starting to leak out the side. I think I'm being a little bit too vigorous. I don't think I'm doing this right, but it can look like absolute butthole as long as it tastes good. No! No! Apparently this one had a hole in it.
Eat it.
Well, that doesn't actually taste bad. That one's too burnt, that one's too flat, which means that this one, they're all out. Which means that at 9:25 at night, I'm about to make some caramel. Why went his head? We're gonna need a lot of sugar. To be exact, 500 grams. That's so much sugar! 150 ml of water. Smashed it.
Sure.
What do you mean? That's 150.
Like 160.
Oh.
No, don't.
I hate this stuff. Because one time I tried to make honeycomb and it's the stickiest stuff ever. They're gonna be here forever. This is worse than waiting on my eye feathers glue to dry. Okay, we're starting with caramel. Everyone place your bets now. How many times am I gonna burn myself in this process? I'm going with 4. I've been here 30 years waiting for this sugar to dissolve.
What are you doing?
I'm putting in the glucose because the sugar's boiling. Look at how much is left, but I can't get it out. That's just a blob of glucose.
It looks awful.
I don't like this. Does that look burnt? I think if I do any more, it's gonna burn. So I'm taking her off. I don't know if there's specifically a technique except for don't die. So what I've done is I have a cute little bowl of ice water right here so that when I do face the inevitable, which is touching the hot sugary liquid, I can just straight away stick my fingers in that. I've watched enough of the Masterchef bloopers to know that tears are shed by grown men. Those men are always talking about how they fear nothing and all that kind of stuff. So to see them cry over some hot sugar. Oh, okay. Wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. I'm now nervous to touch it again, but it wasn't that bad. I don't have a Croquembouche cone, so I'm just kind of having to assemble this like it's Lego. Like tasty, round, patisserie Lego. It's cooling down too fast. How come every time I want something to be faster, it's so slow? But then as soon as I want something to be slower, it's too fast. Why is there no happy middle ground where I don't burn myself, but it doesn't take forever to do the caramel part of the Croquembouche? There's gonna be so many leftover profiteroles, but I don't really have a choice. I'm pretty happy with how this bad boy is looking. I think that it is starting to look so fabulous. Okay, so this is the last one. I managed to do this without burning myself, and I am so impressed. So my guesstimation of 4 was incorrect. After 9 or 10 hours, I don't know which one. Maybe even longer, maybe shorter. You know what? It's a fun little surprise. I think I'm done. I did so good. Look at that. That is glorious. If I wasn't so exhausted right now, I'd be squealing at this thing so good. But right now, I'm exhausted. But she looks so good. She just looks so good. I'm so proud of us. But us, I mean me and my patients. My patients did really, really good today. Like, this is outstanding. What do you guys think? Yeah. We did good. That looks so good. The cream patisserie is done. The profiteroles are done. They've been assembled, they've been dipped in toffee, they've been towered and then had some little spirally things done to it. And because I'm a legitimate beauty goddess on YouTube, and this hat means that today I'm a legitimate chef goddess on YouTube, there's only one thing left to do. And that is the sexy slow-mo. With this being assembled and sexy slow-mo's done, of course, I have to taste test it, right? Like, what if it doesn't taste good? Yeah, then like this is all a failure. Like, it could look like absolute trash, but it has to taste good. So what I've seen from a lot of Masterchef video, I watched them years ago, but I still kind of have them burnt into my memory. It doesn't have glitter on it. Is that the judges would always crack it and then eat it. So I've got to make sure that this has that beautiful crack. So. Oh, beautiful. I love that. Okay, 3, 2. That tastes so good. Definitely not worth 10, 11 hours. But hot diggity dang. I made a croquembouche. And it tastes dope. Let me know down in the comments. Do you think this was a pass or a fail? I think this is a sweeping victory. The only thing I could have done better is made the profiteroles all the correct shape. And I'll probably also get like the croquembouche cone. I don't know where to get one, but I'll figure it out next time. If it was for those 2 things, I reckon this would be like a 10 out of 10, an 11 out of 10. You know what? Screw it. A 13 out of 10. Lucky number 13. But at the moment, on a scale of fake pockets to nachos, I think this sits at a Masterchef champion. I reckon that I should audition for the next season, and I'm just gonna smash the competition and then leave with a beautiful shiny plate and a check and my own restaurant. I think I could go better, but I hope that all of you are having a fantastic day, a fantastic week, a fantastic month, a fantastic year, and you are being as fantastic as always. Bye guys.